Modernity is generation's self-definition of technical innovation, governance, and socio-economics. To believe in modernity was to imagine one's society as undergoing organizational and intellectual advancements that rendered one's immediate forefathers obsolete or at the very least, obsolete. In talk of modernity, we have innovations that made an impact in elevating the current generation to a level of excellence and convenience. Today, we are here to witness two participants who support causes for a healthy future regarding modernity and its convenience. Debate 2022.
Everyone, we have Miss Laika Israel and Mr. Jen Rafael Diaz. How are you both?
Good!
I am great, Mr. Liam.
That's good to hear. Without further ado, let us start our discourse. Please listen carefully. In the era of modern inventions and technologies where nature is replaced with inventions and buildings, what modern invention is the most appropriate and relevant in minimizing air pollution today? First to respond will start his or her 1 minute.
Based from my knowledge, the burning of fossil fuels remains one of the biggest reasons why the air polluted keeps on worsening due to the fact that most vehicles burn fuels that constitutes to a less fresh air environment or polluted air. With this, I think the most appropriate and relevant modern invention in minimizing air pollution today is an electricity-generated vehicle, popularly known as plug-in hybrid electrical vehicles. And all electric vehicles, also referred to as battery electric vehicles, are both capable of being powered slowly by electricity, which is produced in the United States from natural gas, coal, nuclear energy, wind energy, hydropower, and solar energy.
Time's up. Miss Laika, it's your turn. Your 1 minute starts now.
As what I can formulate to suffice the need for a fresh and healthy environment, most especially the air quality and pollution. The modern invention that is most appropriate and relevant in minimizing the air pollution today is vertical residential forest. Doesn't sound like a fantastical scenario. This structure was built in land to absorb the chemical and contaminated air and protect the ozone layer of the environment. Plant and tree covers are used to cover the residential towers, which acts as a filters and provides greenery for birds and insects. Because on the other hand, we can force people in resorting to electric cars, knowing that it is more inconvenient for them to change their vehicles and leave their fuel-generated cars. It costs a lot of fortunes, because more inconvenience and will cause a lot of efforts and frustration just to act with integrity for our environment's sake. Therefore, what we can do is to influence people, and most especially the youth, to promote healthy environment starting vertical residential forests.
Time's up. Such great ideas from our lovely participants. Next up will be Mr. Diaz with a 1 minute final statement right after this short break.
Imagine this. You are out in the middle of nowhere and you suddenly realize you don't have a clue where you are. What do? Chances are you'd pull out your phone, turn on your GPS, and not even give it a second thought. Such peace and comfort weren't available only a handful years ago. Imagine your ancestors used to look at the night sky to determine their location before the creation of GPS. Instead, a map or two or maybe more would have been consulted in the hope that you could figure out where you actually were. You would have made some wrong turns and maybe even had to stop to ask someone for directions. Today, it only takes one magical technology to get driving direction. Send your picnic spot to a lost friend or track how far you've gone during a workout. That technology is called GPS, and you are about to find out the secret behind it. Did you know that GPS stands for Global Positioning System and was actually a military invention? Well, its first name was Navstar and the first satellite was launched in 1978. The highest quality signals were only used for military purposes until May 2000 when it became available to all civilians for free. GPS uses a group of satellites that send radio signals to a ground device. The distance between the satellites and the receiver is calculated. GPS has transformed the way we live. So, anyone with a smartphone can pinpoint exactly where they are. And for that, We are thankful for these astounding people who created GPS.
Hi everyone! Did you know that this person, Vic Hayes, has been called the father of Wi-Fi because he chaired the IEE committee, or the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, that created the 802.11 standard in 1997. However, what does Wi-Fi stand for? Ironically, it doesn't stand for anything. Wi-Fi is often thought to be the short for wireless fidelity, but there is no such thing. Wi-Fi uses radio waves to transmit data from your wireless router to your Wi-Fi enabled devices like your smartphone, tablets, TV, computers. The preeminence of Wi-Fi in our everyday lives has led to important factors that change the way we see the world around us. First, it allows a constant communication and often for free. Second, information from around the globe is always at our fingertips, literally.
And now we're back with our debate. In continuation, Mr. Diaz, your 1 minute starts now.
In 2019, the United States imported around 3% of petroleum it consumed, with the transportation sector accounting for roughly 30% of total energy needs and 70% of petroleum consumption in the country. Using more energy-efficient automobiles such as hybrid and plug-in electric vehicles is a key aspect of maintaining the recent trend of reducing petroleum imports. Using an energy source such as electricity for transportation also provides a level of resiliency. All of these contribute to the energy security of our country. In short, hybrid and plug-in electric vehicles can help improve fuel economy, lower fuel costs, and reduce emissions, leading to a decrease in air pollution.
Vertical forest is a model for sustainable residential construction and project for metropolitan reforestation that contributes to environmental regeneration and urban biodiversity without city expansion on land. The concept of vertical forest that of being a home for trees that also houses for humans and birds defines not only the urban and technological characteristics of the project but also the architectural language and its expressive qualities. Vertical residential forest is the integrations of nature and humans, going back how healthy humans and nature have lived for a very long time, to which may be the time now to acknowledge living with nature, to feel how truly blessed we are with resources, without creating the divisions and separations of nature and modern inventions.
Thank you, Ms. Laika and Mr. Diaz, for your efforts in sharing those helpful thoughts of yours that can be potentially utilized in the near future. Indeed, both participants have their own sides and justifications as to why they chose their certain solution for a brighter future and a healthier environment. Whether it is to minimize our extreme waste or incorporate nature within urban places and buildings, both offer a distinct solution, and both have provided concrete ideas. So, who do you think won? I say both. As humans living with nature in our world, it is indeed the responsibility of the rational beings or us humans to take actions regarding the wellness of our home, which is Earth. I think the most effective way in minimizing air pollution as well as other pollutions is to step up to a better perspective. That is, we should do something to the root of all solutions and problems, which is our minds. We should take education seriously. That should be prioritized among other necessary aspects of life. Education is what built our nation. Education led us to more discoveries in life. And education is what offered us great inventions that imply excellence for our convenience. Now, presenting to you is Eden Price. It is a well-known and significant website that stands at a critical moment in history: climate change, the COVID pandemic, food insecurity, inequality, and other key challenges that threaten our way of living. This site provides information about education, innovation, and concrete ideas that offer better solutions for everyone, our society, and our world. The Yeadon Prize was founded in 2016 by Dr. Charles Chen Yeadon in the belief that education promotes well-being. For more information, visit yeadonprize.org.